Hey! I can see you there.
Welcome to our channel.
Welcome to our channel.
The
We are
Smiths.
the Smiths, the Newly Smiths at that. Just got married in October. So we're going to start this journey with you guys. I know it's not our first day of marriage, but it's our first full year we're in of marriage. So we're going to start this first full year with you guys. And hopefully it goes well.
I mean, it's something that we've talked about doing probably for about, 4 years now?
Yeah.
I think since surviving 2020, it's given us an appreciation and, you know, you have to do things that you wanted to do.
Yeah.
What's going on with my hair? Is it crazy?
Just a little more.
So yeah, we're here.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi.
let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
So we figured...
This is Luna, by the way, so she'll be in and out of the video. Who knows? Ollie's over there. You probably won't see him.
Jeez. Okay. So I guess Luna's a part of it too.
All
we
right.
didn't really plan
We didn't
this.
anticipate for her to be a part of it, but here we are. Oh, here comes Ollie.
It's gonna be a family affair.
All right. Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
So we wanted to start by reflecting on 2020. I think it's been a year for everyone, like, to say the least.
Yeah.
We've kind of already done some reflection separately and about our relationship, so I think we're just going to share some of those things.
Yeah, I mean, we all know that this year has probably been one of the most trying years that a lot of us have ever had. Anyone in a relationship or even single this year has been just kind of a test for every type of relationship that you have in your life. And so today we're just going to, like she said, discuss, you know, how our relationship survived 2020, how we got married even in the midst of the pandemic, and just kind of some reflections and reviews of what we went through last year and how we're going to move forward next year.
Yeah. So you want me to start?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I have some questions on my phone that we're going to go through. Yeah, so let's do it. First one.
Okay.
How has the pandemic changed you?
So I have an autoimmune condition called granulomatosis with polyangiitis. Say that 3 times fast. And so anyone with an autoimmune deficiency definitely carries some fear, some anxiety as it relates to this COVID-19 virus. Honestly, I've had fear and anxiety since I was 19 and diagnosed. But I honestly live my life in spite of it. You know I have this disease. I know I have this thing kind of looming over me that may or may not affect me in a negative way, but it's all in my outlook, I feel like. And the same thing goes with COVID-19 in 2020. I think it's all about your outlook. You can sit and kind of dwell on the negatives and what could be and what if and what happens if this happens. Or you can just live life and pray and be thankful for the blessings that you have and just continue to move forward. And that's just how I have lived this year.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay as positive as possible. Of course, you know, there's days or weeks where you kind of take a little dip, but I think that's what I have tried to do this year is remain positive, remain happy and excited for the year because it's another year of life. So we should still be happy about it. What about you, honey?
No, I love that. I think you've probably been my positivity for 2020. So mine is probably a bit different. The pandemic, I think, has changed me in the fact that I appreciate the small things now. I tended to not live in the moment. And this year has made me do that because you've had no other choice but to live in the moment that you're in.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's made me a happier person, and I'm a little bit grateful for what we've been through individually and together in 2020.
And I say that it's made all my relationships closer, I think. Even with my relationship with my mom and my sister and my family, you know, yeah, I talk to my mom every day, but I didn't talk to like my aunt or my cousins every day or every week for that matter. But since we've been in this kind of COVID bubble, my family reaches out probably about once a week. We talk, you know, on this house party, get the app. We talk on that app at least once a week just to kind of, you know, come together and communicate and see how everyone's doing. And I think that's also benefited the relationship that Kerry has with my family. There's so many changes, but so many benefits, I think.
Yeah, definitely. What are you most proud of in 2020?
What am I most proud of? I got married. So
Yeah,
I guess
that's a big one.
Proud moment.
That was definitely a proud moment for me. I did get a promotion in 2020, and I think you did too.
I got a promotion. Yeah, I got a promotion while we were in work from home. COVID.
Yeah. So I'd say that's probably what I'm most proud of in 2020.
I would say probably I'm most proud of us. Kerry and I are like two completely different people. We're the same, but like completely different. And I'm a super like social butterfly. And so being at home and Kerry being my only coworker would present a kind of challenge for anyone, right? But I think I'm proud of us because the beautiful thing about us is that we were friends first, and that friendship has kind of lasted the entire course of our relationship.
100%.
And so to have my best friend at home, I can kind of lean on that and socialize with my best friend. So me being able to socialize with someone other than these two humans, because they are humans.
Clearly, I mean, look at Luna right now.
Me being able to socialize with her and grow our relationship and our bond, I think, was one of the things I'm most proud of.
Yeah,
I think so.
Definitely. What stressed you out the most?
At the same time. Because at the same time, you're growing and you're enjoying your company with your spouse or your loved one, but that is also the only person that you're around for the majority of the time.
Yeah.
So for at least, especially the first couple months of the pandemic, we didn't leave the house. We ordered groceries, food, everything was coming to the house. We weren't leaving the house at all.
Yeah.
So I think that's definitely a stressor for any relationship to go from a certain dynamic to a different dynamic.
I mean, we really just started leaving the house in like the last 3 months, if that, maybe 2. And that's kind of how it is for me. What stressed me out the most in 2020, it was also Nikia, but it was trying to protect her from this. It was definitely a bit overwhelming. To say the least. I think March, April, May, even kind of through the summer, it was definitely overwhelming. So that was a little bit stressful. But like she said, we kind of learned on each other and we've grown from it. So,
and I learned through this that like you can't protect anyone from anything. They have to be diligent themselves, and there also has to be some sense of like life is going to happen. No matter what happens, no matter what you try to do, life's probably just going to happen. So just be diligent, be careful, be, mindful, but be understanding that there's certain things that you just can't control.
Yeah. So what 5 words would you use to describe what you want for 2021?
5?
5 words.
Okay. 5 words that I want to use to describe 2021.
Mm-hmm. And I did send you, remember I sent you that thing where it was like the first 5 words you see?
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't remember any of the words from that.
I figured that.
5 words for 2021. I would say the first one would be communication. I really want to focus on how I communicate, not just with my wife, but with everyone around me. Sometimes I can kind of go dark and no one hears from me. And then sometimes I'm overly talkative. So I need to find that healthy median where I'm communicating with those around me in a productive way, but also carving out some space for myself. Because I can kind of be both extremes. And don't really live in that gray area very often. So I think communication would be one. Focus would be another.
You stole one of mine.
I have school, I have work, I want to get promoted this year, or at least work towards my next promotion this year, to kind of line us up where we want to be for our 5-year plan. Mm-hmm. So I think focus, happiness. I'm typically a very happy person, so I want to maintain that throughout this year. Obviously 2020 was trying, so I want to maintain my happy level for 2021. So communication, focus, happiness.
You got 2 more.
Prosperity.
Okay.
Money. Which goes in hand with focus. If I'm focused on the things that I need to be focused on, and working towards the things I should be, then prosperity will come. And just, I guess number 5 would be grace. Giving Kerry some grace, giving myself some grace, understanding that, you know, even though you have these relationships with people, they have their own personal relationships with themselves and their own personal growth, their own personal journey. And so giving people that grace, I think, is what I'll focus on this year.
Appreciate that.
I gotcha.
For me, I have my 5 written down already. My first one, my memory's terrible, so my first one is breakthrough. And that more so applies to myself. I would say with my mental health and that journey. Next is purpose. This is something I think I've always struggled with, probably since you've known me. And was like, okay, where do I fit in this whole universe? Like, and that's something I definitely want to focus on in 2021. Next is power. You good? Okay. Next is power. Again, ties into giving myself the power to control my life and do the things that I want to do. 4th is love. That kind of speaks for itself. Not only between you and I, but also loving myself. And then the last one is joy. Like I said, in 2020, I really learned to enjoy the small things. And I think that's what joy is, living in the moment and enjoying what you have. Like even these small moments of just being at home and watching TV.
Yeah. Married at First Sight. Watch it.
So that's kind of gonna be my 2021 focus.
Okay. Good stuff.
Yeah, I think it's good stuff.
Good stuff.
We'll see. But again, I like your thing of giving grace. We're not a big New Year's resolution. We don't usually do it, but this year we have set quite a few goals, but we are going to give ourselves grace.
You had to give yourself some goals for 2021 because 2020 just took everything else away. So here's some goals.
Some of those are rolling over.
Yeah.
There you go. What negative habits do you want to break next year?
I yell. I'm angry. So, and I say, and it's not like an intention to like, I'm gonna yell. It's just like I'm super passionate about something. So I'm just like, ah. So, definitely want to work on that.
I feel like people would not believe that about you.
My family.
That you yell. Yeah, your family, yes. But like other people, I feel like they would not believe.
Because I just get, because either I yell or I shut down. When I'm not able to communicate my emotions in an effective way.
Yeah.
When I'm able to communicate, I can talk just like this, obviously. But when I'm at a point where I'm like super frustrated and I feel like I'm not being heard, or I feel like I can't express myself the way that I want, then I just yell. And I think that's the sign of someone feeling like they're not being heard. So I want to work on that. That's probably the main thing, because I think I'm actually a really good communicator when I'm not yelling.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So that's a super negative habit. Procrastination is one as it relates to school. I don't procrastinate with anything else in my life other than school. So being more proactive as it relates to that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm perfect.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Losing a bit of weight. Having negative eating habits, I think.
Yes.
But if I don't drink a soda, I'm not going to have a bad. Sodas are like a slippery slope for me. It's just like straight down the tubes.
Yeah.
If I don't have a soda, I'm healthy throughout the year.
Yeah. I definitely want to leave those negative eating habits in 2020.
Yeah.
I mean, for us, we kind of went on this roller coaster of a journey. Like, oh my God, we have all this time at home. We can, but it was such a roller coaster that we also went in the opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
We're like, who cares? Like,
yeah, we're never leaving the house. So who cares?
For me, my negative habit. That's a tough one because I feel like I have a lot. Mine would probably be projecting my insecurities or talking about myself negatively. Those are two that I am actively working on and have been for a while. But again, I will continue to work on those in 2021.
Yeah.
What did we start and not finish? We started a weight loss challenge, which we did not finish.
Yeah. But food is so good.
It is. What else? I don't think we really started anything in 2020.
No. We had ideas to start things. We were gonna do a lot of. We started the yard and we didn't finish that.
That's true. Okay, yeah, the yard was one thing.
Yeah.
But then it was, once the pandemic hit, we weren't really going out to look and buy things. So, I think that's really it.
Yeah,
I can't think of anything else.
We're pretty much like, when we get an idea in our head about something we're gonna do, both of us are like, we need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What brought you the most joy in 2020?
I married my best friend.
I think our married day brought us a lot of joy, and was needed.
Outside of each other,
I would say the pups brought us a lot of joy in 2020.
This year, didn't we?
No, we got her in 2019. End of 2020. Yeah, end of 2019.
I would say my relationship with my mom
Aww.
has grown exponentially.
Yeah.
This year, than any other years. I would say this has been the year of the most growth. Cool. And it's probably because of us being more communicative.
Yeah.
Because we're in the pandemic. But I would say probably, that relationship.
Love it.
And I know you've seen that relationship grow as well. So I would say that.
Cool.
And my relationship with myself.
Yeah.
I think I've really, this year, kind of owned my own skin, and I actually enjoy being myself more than any other time in my life. So
I can definitely see that. What are you most grateful for?
You. I mean, that's simple as it is, because for me, I was able to find myself by finding you.
Yeah.
I think the strength,
and even more so in 2020.
The strength that you give me to be like okay with being myself has definitely helped me become the person that I am, and helped me grow and change in the ways that have made me more prosperous and more successful and more happy and more all these things. So I'm definitely really, really grateful for you. My family's really grateful for you. They tell you that all the time.
Yeah.
So I was going one way and then swerve. So.
No, I agree. I'm definitely most grateful for you and your smile. It helped me get through 2020.
Sorry.
So that's all the questions I have. Do you have any additional questions that you want to ask? What do you want to see?
To just continue to grow and learn and love and laugh and argue and fight and get to better places of understanding throughout this year.
Yeah. So that's it. That completes this video.
Bye.
If you like what you see, definitely subscribe.
Definitely.
We need help figuring out what we want to record. Tell us what you want to see from us.
What do you want us to talk about? What do you want to hear about?
People have told us to do a YouTube channel for a long time now, but we don't really know what you guys want to see, so tell us. We could do random stuff like cooking videos. Obviously, we have a million videos of these guys. We have a lot to share in regards to our relationship, so definitely let us know what you want to see.
Oh, what, Claire? Ow! That's my... Man, you got shit. You're not gonna hit play?
I did already.
Oh, we've been playing this whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, you edit that out, I guess. Should I start like this?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Hi.
Hey.
Okay. So how are we starting?
How do we want to do the intro?